The next chapter is about to begin. Join us live every Tuesday and Thursday for brand new episodes of the American Contractor Show. Our mission is to bring you the latest tools, innovations, and knowledge to help you become the most informed contractor in your market. Knowledge is the ultimate power, and we are connecting you with the most knowledgeable minds in our industry. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. American Contractors, I hope you're ready. This one's for you.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the for changing from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I, as a contractor, appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. We're halfway through the week here. Crazy. And if you guys have not already had the chance to this week, check out our awesome sponsors, Art of the Supplement, C3 Group, and Merlin Law Group. They are linked as usual in our description, so you can go check them out and see what they're about, and they help make these videos possible. So another big shout out to them. And then jumping into our usual weather headlines. So first things first, register for our 2021 forecast event. We're going to jump into that in a moment if you have not already. And then also, who led the country for hail activity last year? We're going to talk about it, see where we saw the most hail, and we're going to look at our top 5 hail report states. So stay tuned, try to guess maybe who's in that top 5. And then finally, still too cold for severe weather. Sorry guys, we're looking forward to it as much as you guys are, but spring is right around the corner, so just start your hail dances early. Maybe we'll have an extra good 2021 coming up for you. And if you want to find out what's going on in 2021 and what we're thinking it's going to look like, check out our 2021 forecast, When All Hail Breaks Loose. We're going to be in Oklahoma City on February 2nd and McKinney, Texas on February 3rd, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys. So space is still limited for those events. You guys want to register early so that you can make sure to be there and say hello to us at our event. We can answer any questions and stuff. We're really looking forward to seeing you guys. So register for that event. That is also linked in the description, so you can click on the event you want to go to and register it from there. And then after that, looking at our severe weather breakdown. So here is our top 5 hail states in 2020 for hail reports. So that is just the number of people reporting that there was hail activity in their area during a hailstorm. State number 1 is Texas. I'm sure you guys aren't surprised. You guys are no strangers to severe weather. 601 hail reports came out of Texas last year. So quite an active year, and that's, again, not unusual for Texas. You guys get plenty of hail, so very familiar with that. Number 2 was South Dakota. So we did see quite a few storms in Rapid City. Again, you guys kind of stole the show last year in 2020 with a number of hailstorms impacting Rapid City. And just out of South Dakota as a whole, we got 377 hail reports for that. Kansas and Oklahoma, you guys know that we like our severe weather here in the Central Plains. We were actually tied, Oklahoma and Kansas, for number 3 with 341 hail reports. Nebraska, 313, so right behind us at number 4. And then Minnesota made its way into the top 5 hail reports of last year. So hopped into that top 5 with the Central Plains with 268 hail reports last year. So generally, this is pretty usual for what we would see for the top 5 hail report states of most years. And here's actually a little map of what those hail reports looked like last year. That's all the reports that we got last year during the storms season. So you can see kind of a little, well, first of all, you can see that, out in the west, there's just not a lot going on. But once you get east of those Rocky Mountains, that's when our hail reports start to really pick up. We start to see a lot of those storms, especially in our Central Plains, and you guys can see the big old chunk of hail reports coming all the way from North Dakota into Texas from those severe storms rolling off into the plains. And then we still got quite a bit of severe hail activity out in the eastern part of the U.S. as well, where all those little green reports are. So quite an active year last year. Here's where our reports come in this little graph. You can tell we didn't really have a whole lot of hail activity in January, but then things really started to spike up at the end of March and kind of stayed consistent all the way to the end of July. Mid-August is kind of when we saw those reports start tapering off. But quite an active year for hail last year, and here's actually what all of our storms looked like. So here's all the storm reports, hail, tornadoes, and wind from 2020. And again, once you get east of the Rocky Mountains, it's pretty busy after that. You got all the hail reports here in the Central Plains that really stand out, but then these blue reports are actually wind reports. So it's just covering the eastern part of the U.S. with all of those wind reports last year. And you can actually see again in our bar graph, this is crazy, guys. We had a really windy January. Most of those are wind reports right there. You guys remember our hail graph that I showed a second ago. Not Testing. Yep. Am I back? All right, cool. Sorry guys, the receiver died, so my mic blanked out for a minute there, but thanks for looking out. We got it fixed. So anyways, back to what I was saying. We had all of these hail and wind reports through the central and eastern part of the U.S. All this blue is really where we got all that crazy wind, and then a lot of hail through the Central Plains. That's kind of what dominates in each part of the country. Really windy January, like we had said. I'm not sure if my mic had cut out before that, but most of these reports are winds in January, and then we kind of dip down through February and March in severe weather activity, and then we really do another spike in the end of March into April. That's kind of when that weather just flips on, and it all starts rolling after that. So we got a ton of severe weather activity at the end of March into early April, and that stayed consistent again into the end of August. You can see a couple of areas where we got our hurricanes, where all those wind reports in late August and in July. We also got that derecho in the beginning of August, and that's this huge spike right here. So quite a bit of hail and wind activity. Very busy 2020. Hopefully that is what 2021 is going to look like, and you guys can find out if you go to our 2021 hail forecast. Check it out, register for that event, and we'll see if 2021 stays on trend with what we have been seeing in 2019 and 2020. Kept on pretty consistent so far. Fingers crossed for a good year this year. Unfortunately right now, there's not a lot of severe weather to speak of. Not really any severe hail or wind. Still just too cold. We're in the dead of winter, as you guys know. Today and tomorrow, not really a whole lot to talk about. But as we start to warm up, we're going to start to see more severe weather picking up as well. So make sure to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Check us out on Facebook. You can hit see first, and you'll never miss a live forecast. And then if you want to contact us, you can call us at 855-334-4245. You can also email us at info@hailtrace.com if you would rather, or check out our website, hailtrace.com, and download our app. You can see our mapping and our alerts for your area if you're getting impacted by severe weather. So we love hearing from you guys. Make sure to reach out if you have any questions or comments. And for now, I'm meteorologist Andrew Myers. Thanks for watching.